Hello, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here with a loaded weekend recap this Monday night. But first, the Copper Basin 300 finished this morning. A young musher from Eagle came in first place. 23-year-old Matt Hall came across the Glen Allen finish line at 9:43 this morning to win the Copper Basin 300, which is a Yukon Quest and Iditarod qualifier. He finished with 9 dogs and won by just 17 minutes. Last year, he placed 7th. Ryan Olson was the runner-up, and she improved from last year's 3rd place finish. Alan Moore and Ali Zirkle were 3rd and 4th, while Nicholas Pettit rounds out the top 5 for that event. After a huge 6-3 win on Friday night in Game 1, the Negs were thinking about sweeping the Alabama Huntsville Chargers on Saturday night. Not so fast. UAH broke out with 2 goals in the first 7 minutes of the game, and UAF couldn't quite answer. The Chargers win 3-1, led by Josh Kessner's 2 goals. Former Ice Dog Hans Gorowski had an assist in the game. Colton Sparrow scored the lone goal for Alaska in the 3rd period to prevent the shutout. The Nooks, who are 4-10-4 in the conference, pick up points. They are tied for 8th in the WCHA with UAA. Alaska will stay on the road visiting Northern Michigan this weekend. In GNAC hoops, the UF men's basketball team put forth their best defensive effort of the season. Saturday, they bounced back from Thursday night's overtime loss to Western Washington with a 73-56 win over Simon Fraser. That's the fewest points the Nooks have allowed all season. Javonte Williams finished with a game-high 21 points, tied a career high with 15 rebounds, and had a career-high 8 assists, 2 away from a triple-double. He also had a couple blocks and a few steals. Big Almir Hadjisevich added 15 points and 8 boards. Alaska is now 11-3 and 5-1 in the GNAC, tied for 2nd with number 13 Western Oregon. The Nooks host MSUB this Thursday night. The UAF women's basketball team picked up their first conference wins of the season over the weekend. After defeating Concordia on Thursday, Alaska rolled to a 75-55 win over Western Oregon. The Nanooks forced 25 turnovers and led by as much as 26. Jordan Wilson was Jordan-like with a game-high 25 points, 5 rebounds, and a career-high 6 steals. She also set a career best with 14 straight double-digit scoring games. To do everything forward, Kaylee Joel added 18 points and led the team with 7 assists. Rookie Valdez product Marion Wamsley scored a career-high 8 points to go along with 5 boards in the win. Alaska is now 7-9 and 2-4 in the GNAC. They will travel to NNU this week.
We were able to come out in the 3rd and really just hold them, and I was really impressed with that. You know, they had 41 points, I think, for 13-14 minutes of the second half, but it's always a great day when your first 5 are on the bench at the end of a game and not because of foul trouble. So I'm really pleased with Jordan and Kaylee's presence this past 2 games. They really took ownership and leadership, and we need that from them in order to win.
And after Saturday night's win over the Johnstown Tomahawks, Fairbanks Ice Dogs are finally coming home. Saturday night, they ended their 11-game road trip with a 5-0 shutout of Johnstown. Gavin Naedo made 16 saves to earn his 4th shutout of the year. Reggie Lutz led Fairbanks with 2 goals, while Tyler Tomberlin and Jacob Streisberg added 2 assists. Fairbanks finished their road trip 9-1-1. How about that? The Ice Dogs are 26-5-3, and they will host the Springfield Junior Blues in the Big Dipper this weekend. And now we wrap up the weekend recap with another edition of the I-5 Interior Top 5 Plays. Starting us out at number 5, Monroe's Ryan Brantley hits 3 straight triples, part of his career-high 20 points to spark the Rams' comeback in a 56-42 win over Sitka at the Mount McKinley Bank Classic on Friday night. Number 4, West Valley Stasi Skorowski, smooth and sleek. Check him out as he calls his own number and scores in a 7-0 win over Lathrop on Friday night. At number 3, Daniel Hornbuckle of the West Valley Wolfpack goes off for a career-high 47 points in an 83-78 victory over the Mount Edgecombe Braves in the first round of the Alaska Prep Shootout in Anchorage on Thursday night. The number 2 plays from up on the hill. Javonte Williams is able to finish in transition for 2 of his career-high 35 points in a 99-100 overtime loss to the Western Washington Vikings on Thursday night. Coming in at number 1, Jordan Wilson scores a career-high 35 points on Thursday night to lead UAF to a 75-66 win over Concordia for their first conference win of the year. She was later named GNAC Player of the Week. To vote for the Play of the Week, click on your favorite play on the I-5 poll on webcenter11.com. You can also comment on the KTVF Facebook and YouTube post and at KTVF11 Sports on Twitter for your vote. The Play of the Week will be revealed this Friday.
The I-5 Sports Report is brought to you by Adient Orthopedic Physical Therapy.
And that's it for sports tonight. We'll recap high school basketball and more on Tuesday. Your full weather forecast is coming up next, and as always, we'll catch you next time.